Hey, I am going to the East End thrift store £1 sale today, and I thought I'd do a little video to show you what I'm up to today and what I'm doing for the rest of the weekend. But the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to the East End thrift store £1 sale. It's about 9:45 or something now, and I'm getting ready to leave because I know from experience that you have to queue for quite a while, and I'd rather queue before it opened than queue for, I don't know, ages after it's opened, basically. I am wearing basic clothes, not really much makeup, because really I'm gonna go shower when I get back because I don't really want to smell of like a vintage shop after searching through all the clothes. So I'm gonna come back and shower, which is why I've got like just mascara and a little bit of powder on at the moment. I am wearing a dress. I need a dress so that I can try on trousers and stuff like that underneath, and I'm wearing trainers so that I have optimal movement while I'm in there. Right, so I'm on my way to the station now, and I think my aim for today is to get some high-waisted jeans if I can, because I'd like to customise some for summer. And I would like maybe another cool little jacket, but you just know when I get in there I'm going to end up going straight to the dresses aisle and end up with something super sparkly and floral, or I'll buy a pair of size 20 shorts and think that I can customise them and change them into my size, which I'm hoping I don't end up doing again. Okay, I've just come out of the sale and it was very stressful. They let in lots more people than they normally do when I've previously been, and I've been to quite a few of them. This one wasn't as successful as my previous ones. I did get a few pieces which I'll share with you, but before I've had some like amazing pieces like high-waisted jeans. I've had a pink jumpsuit before that was amazing, and all for £1. Obviously it's a £1 sale, but this time I didn't get as many pieces, but I will share with you what I did get. It was very busy. They let so many people in. It was quite difficult to walk around, so I didn't film as much inside as I probably would have liked to. Plus there was a security guard that seemed quite interested in the fact that I had my camera out, and at one point asked me to move out of the way so that he could stand where I was stood. I don't know, it was very strange. I don't know, so I stopped recording inside because I don't know, figured they probably wouldn't want me to, and I didn't have that much room. So I'm going to go back home now and go and shower because I do feel a bit gross. I have been to the East End thrift store sale, and I've been back home, showered because I felt a bit gross because it's a bit smelly in there. I am now off out with my boyfriend to go get some food, and I'm all changed, wearing something a bit nicer now. I'm now off to one of my favourite sushi places, which is in Whitechapel. Now that we've been for our food, we're just going to have a little wander around and kind of go through Shoreditch back to our house. So we're just going to have a little wander around some of the shops. At the moment we found this cute little tea shop which we've not seen before, and it has the cutest teacups and teapots I think I've ever seen. Right, so a little less interesting and less colourful, but we are now at a Chinese shop basically looking to get some of our food shopping in. Okay, I'm back from my day out and I'm trying to film in my bedroom. I think it might be a little bit dark because the kind of clouds have come out and it looks like it's going to start raining. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I got from the sale. I spent about £7 there. This one, the first one I'm showing you here, is just a tiny kind of little tie-dye top, which is quite small, but I'm planning on wearing it with high-waisted jeans, something simple, and I love the colour green, so I thought this would be quite nice for the summer, just a kind of basic one there. I also got, like, they're really creased because in the sale you kind of have to rummage in all the clothes from top of one another, so it's really creased. So, I mean, they don't look very nice right now, but they looked quite nice on when I tried them on. So these kind of red trousers with the floral pattern, they've got the little tie at the front there, so I'm thinking potentially they were pyjamas at some point, potentially. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to wear them out because I like the look of them and I like the print. So I'm hoping once I've washed them they're still in pretty good condition. I can't see any holes in them or anything at the moment. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to share those with you soon in an outfit post. They're more kind of summery, I guess, so might not be for a little while yet, but that was my second purchase. The sale was really quite stressful, as I mentioned earlier. It was just like trying to keep hold of all my things and not drop anything whilst trying to look for something else and check whether it has holes in and see whether it would fit me. It's quite a stressful experience, to be quite honest. I found this little shirt, the sleeveless shirt. I like the kind of lighter colour so that I can wear it again. I was thinking for the summertime, and then I can kind of tie up the bottom. So you often see that in, I imagine a shirt like this would be much more expensive once you style it up with the little kind of tie at the front. High-waisted jeans, they could probably get away with tying that for quite a bit in the shop normally. I'm hoping, again, once I've got it home and inspected it and washed it and everything, that there's not actually some sort of gaping hole or ridiculous stain on there. Doesn't look like there is. I think, again, that will be really cute in the summertime. This shirt, it's quite basic and plain, but I'm thinking of wearing this kind of blouse because I work at school. I'm training to be a teacher, so a lot of my clothes that I would wear day to day aren't really that suitable. So I thought this kind of blouse would be nice with a pair of, I'm not allowed to wear black jeans sadly, so a pair of leggings or maybe a pair of like black trousers or something like that just to wear to work. This piece, I fell in love with the print as soon as I saw it, so I didn't really care what it was or what size it was, but it turns out that it's just a scarf. So this print is absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking at the label now actually, and it's e-spirit, so probably not so vintage, but I love the print on it. And I was thinking at the time that maybe I might try and turn it into some sort of skirt, but I'm not sure I should really ruin it, and I should probably just keep it as a scarf because I think it's quite pretty. I like the pattern, so I probably will keep this one as a scarf. This one, again, was to do with the print. I really love the print, but the actual piece isn't very nice. So it's, I mean, it's quite nice, it's just very big, and it's not, I need to try it on, I think, maybe try it with a belt, but initially what I was thinking was to turn it into maybe a two-piece, so cutting the top off there, and elasticating the waist to turn it into a pretty skirt. I've actually done a tutorial on that before, so I'll put the link down below, because I have done a brief tutorial on how to turn a shirt into a skirt, and I'm pretty sure this is the same kind of concept really. And I thought I could maybe turn the top into some sort of crop top, or I could elasticate it again at the bottom to try and make it fit a bit better, maybe end up with a co-ord two-piece type thing. So I was quite happy with that one because I really think that print's quite pretty. If I found that in a dress, I don't know, in another vintage shop or something, I'd probably spend like £16–17 on a dress that actually fit. So £1 for a beautiful fabric that I can turn into something really isn't bad. The last piece that I got is not vintage at all. I got this cute little blouse, which again I'm thinking more for like workwear because it's a bit more plain and simple than I would normally wear, but it's more suitable for work. And this is a Pins and Needles shirt, which I believe Pins and Needles is Urban Outfitters, right? So let me see. Doesn't say on there. Pretty sure Pins and Needles is Urban Outfitters. But it has this cute little kind of frill detail on the shoulder. It's quite sheer, so I'll probably have to wear a little black t-shirt or a vest underneath there for it to be suitable for work, but for £1 I really couldn't complain, because there's literally nothing wrong with this one. Perfectly fine and perfect for £1. So those are the pieces that I got today. To be honest, some of those are quite nice, but they're not amazing. Like before, I've had like this amazing pink jumpsuit, which I'll pop up in the video, a little picture here for you. I've had some high-waisted jeans that were amazing. I've got my boyfriend before a big shirt that had like all this speckledy thread throughout of it, that was something that you probably find like Urban Outfitters or American Apparel. So I really would recommend, if you are local to London, to going to the pound sales regularly, even if you don't have an amazing first experience. I'd recommend going a few times anyway, because one, because it's different stuff every time, but two, because it's different things, you might find something amazing at one of them. So these things I'd say are quite average, the things that I've found here, and obviously amazing for £1, but I have found some incredible things for £1 before in sale. So I definitely recommend, if you are able to keep going quite regularly. And again, make sure you get there early, because there will be a queue. And I wouldn't necessarily, because it is a vintage place, they've not washed the clothes, obviously, it's kind of fusty in there, so I wouldn't recommend going there and then going on like a date or something. You need to have like either your perfume with you, or you want to go home and get changed or something. Because for me, sometimes, I wasn't at this one, but sometimes I'm on the floor in amongst piles of clothes just sorting through them, and you do just start to kind of smell of the vintage clothes. So that would be my advice to you. Get there early, make sure you have cash, and also don't plan like a huge day about it, because if you're anything like me, you might want to go home and get changed. Bring a change of clothes with you. There are loads of things, because it's in Whitechapel, there are a few different things that you could do. So for me, there are a few different places around there that you can eat. There are market stalls where you can go get fruit. It's quite a nice place to be if you've not been in Whitechapel before. And if you walk up the main road, you can head towards Shoreditch and just walk up through that way, and then you can go to the vintage shops there at Shoreditch. So it's quite a nice day out. It's just, for me, I feel a bit like a smell of the clothes, which is a bit much for me. I then wandered around a few kind of organic or like vegetarian style friendly shops and an Asian kind of supermarket. I say Asian because it wasn't just Chinese or Japanese, it was just kind of concoction of lots of different oriental foods. So in the first shop that I went into, I got this tea, licorice mint, and I'm so excited to try it, because I absolutely love licorice, I love mint, and I'm hoping the combination of the two is just as delicious as it sounds. I really like yogi tea. I've been drinking their detox tea. I go back to Holland & Barrett's quite regularly to get the detox yogi tea, and I'm hoping this one is just as delicious. I also got some naked bars. I know these are very popular anyway, and you often see in like Tesco, Sainsbury's, or whichever shop you're in really, like Banana Bread, Cocoa Delight. Those ones are really quite popular, but I hadn't seen the naked cocoa mint until I went to a Whole Foods store. I just tried one and found out that it was delicious, and it's my favourite. I think it's better than the Banana Bread one, which I love. So I got myself a multi-pack of the cocoa mint. They're so delicious. I went to the Oriental shop, and when I was browsing, I was with my boyfriend and we were just picking up a few things, because we regularly go to like Chinese supermarkets and things like that to go pick up a few different things to keep in the house. We were inspired by our sushi lunch, and so we googled to see if there were any other shops, because there's a Chinese supermarket that's near our house, so we just googled to see if there was another where we could get Japanese stuff from, and we were able to find one. So this was a new shop that we'd been to, we've not been to that one before, and it was really interesting to go in and just see the concoction of loads of different types of food. I was very excited. I picked up this iced tea. This is one of my favourites. It comes in red iced tea as well. I'd recommend trying it. It's quite sugary. It is very, very sweet, but it's probably one of the things that I like the most about it. It's one of my favourite things if I eat out at a Chinese place. The iced tea is one of the things that I usually get, and this is my favourite brand of iced tea from a Chinese supermarket. One of the other ones I wanted to show you is this sliced tofu. Now it seems a bit random, but I thought I would show you one of the pieces that I've got that I buy quite regularly. It's what we usually do is we slice the tofu and we usually kind of tie it into knots, and then we stew it for a while in like star anise and other herbs and things like that to kind of stew the slices together. It tastes amazing. You take it out of the stew and then you can eat it separately. And I'm showing you this because I wonder whether anyone would like to see me do a video on the things that I buy from a Chinese supermarket, because I think the only reason that I know what I'm looking for is because of my boyfriend, and he knows what he's looking for. So I wonder whether you'd find it helpful for me to kind of go through, especially things for vegetarians, because that can be quite tricky if you don't know what each of them are, that I could go through and kind of show you some of the things that I would buy at a Chinese supermarket. So do comment below or let me know on Twitter or anything if you'd like me to do a video like that, because I can just take my camera into the shop and show you around the types of things that I would buy in the Chinese supermarket. So let me know if you'd like to see that, or a recipe or anything for these delicious spicy star anise tofu strips. So just let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this sort of vlog style video along with my little bit of a haul, and I shall see you soon.